All right, let's get into this first Three Little Birds riff in the key of C. So just remember, this is for the key of C only. Your pointer finger, you're just going to plant it on the 7th fret of the A string. Giant cockroaches eat apples. You got the markers here, 5, 7, 10, 12. There you go. Pointer finger right there. You're going to leave that down the whole time. You don't have to, but it's good to have a finger anchored. It helps steady your hand when you're trying to do riffs, solos, intense strumming, stuff like that. So then your middle finger is going to be planted on the 8th string of the E string. Giant cockroaches eat, right there. So you can leave both of those fingers down throughout this whole, just during the riff. When we're doing the other solos and stuff, you'll have other fingers planted on different frets or anchored. If you look at the tablature, it's 8, 10, 8 is the first 3 notes of the riff on the E string. So this one's the 8th fret right there. So that we're not going to strum, we're only plucking that string, the E string. So you can either use your ring finger to hit that 10th fret, or you can use your pinky, whatever you're comfortable with. I always encourage people to start using your pinky because that will let you, now if you're a total beginner, go ahead and use your ring finger. But if you've been playing for a while and you've done some other things and you're not using your pinky yet, this is a great opportunity to go ahead and add it there. So just for that first part of the riff, it's 8, 10, 8 on the E string, right? 8, 10, 8, all right? That's it. And I'm being extra dramatic, moving my pinky out of the way so you guys can see that I'm not touching anything and you can see the fretboard easier. That's really how you'd want to do it, is keep it close to the fretboard, because the next one we're going to do is going to be on the 10th fret of the A string, all right? So that way you're not doing this and then trying to figure out your way back. To just lift it up just a little bit, move it over there. So 8, 10, 8. Just practice that for a minute. And even though we're not touching the A string, go ahead and leave your pointer finger there on the 7th fret. And if it's not ringing out hard enough, move your pinky closer to the fret, or press a little harder. Now, some people ask, what are you doing with your thumb? I have it sort of like pinch, right? All right, that's 8, 10, 8 right there on the E string. The next 2 notes are the 10, 7 on the A string. All right, so the A string is the one that's closest to the floor. You're going to use your pinky again or ring finger and do 10, 7. Your 7's already in place. That's it. All right, now let's try to put that together. 8, 10, 8, 10, 7. Just try it as fast or as slow as you need to. Did I just do that one backward? Just do it as fast and slow as you need. Now, if your hand starts to get tired, obviously, give yourself a break and come back to it, try it again. But just try to anchor those fingers. The next part is back on the E string. We're going to do the pinky on the 10th or the ring finger, whichever one you're using. And then you're going to resolve it to 10, 8, 10, 8. Let's try those 2 last parts together. 10, 7, 10, 8. All right, A string, 10, 7, E string, 10, 8. Ring finger if you need it. All right. All right, now let's do the whole shebang. 8-10-8, 10-7, 10-8. Now, I haven't added the swing yet. Right now, we're just getting the notes down. So don't say, oh, well, that's not how it goes. Get the notes down first, then add the swing. At any time, pause the video and practice it. Practice it. If you need a break because you're keeping your fingers down too long, play the song for a little bit. All right. Sing it, don't worry. And then come back to it. All right. All right, let's try that again. Gonna go a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Add a little bit of the swing to it. That 10th fret on the A string rings out a little bit longer than the rest of them. Right? Da, 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 da. I'm trying to use my ring finger now. All right. All right. So here's how you use it in the song. And the part that I find difficult when I was learning it, and then also as I'm teaching my local students this, is that the riff sometimes is happening as words as you are singing. Now in the tablature, it shows you don't worry, riff about a thing, riff, because everything's gonna be all right, riff. But if you listen to the song, the end of the second riff is cut off a little bit by cause everything, it's gonna be part of the riff. And then the same thing with everything's gonna be all right. At the end of that, sing and don't, it's gonna cut off the riff a little bit. Doesn't mean you stop the riff keeps going. So when you're playing this, if you have a friend or a group or anything, you can have some people going, I'm plucking here, but you don't have to do that. Singing, don't worry, da-na-na-na-na-na, about a thing, da-na-na-na-na-na, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Da-na-na-na-na, singing, don't worry, da-na-na-na. They could be strumming while you're just hanging out doing the riff. All right? That's the most basic way you can do it. Now, there are more advanced ways if you're going to try to do it by yourself, and this is way advanced, so everybody don't be like, oh, I can't do that in the video. We're out of here. There is a C chord right here. These two fingers are on the 7th fret, and your ring fingers on the 8th fret. It is a G shape all the way up here. Now, if you want to do it full-on G chord or C chord, sorry, you could do a F shape with a bar across the 7th fret. All right, see? Then your hand is already where it needs to be. These two notes are already where you need them to be. So if you leave your pointer finger down and your ring or middle finger down, they are exactly where they need to be. And then you can still use your other two fingers, whichever, not both of them, one or the other, to do the other notes. But that's if you wanted to try to do it all by yourself. Now, there are ways up here to do the same riff that we're doing, but if you listen to the song, the notes are higher, right? Now, if you were doing the C down here and you're already using all of these notes and you try to do that same riff, it would get buried in people strumming. You want these high notes to ring above everything else everybody else is strumming, okay? So that is the uke riff. So just practice that a whole bunch. I'll make a practice video too. If you don't have somebody to hold down the strumming, I will do the strumming and the singing. All right. All right. Great job. And for those of you who want more, we're going to do a uke verse intro solo. All right. And then after that, we're going to go for a chorus solo. All it is following the melody line, the vocal line of both those sections. But I can teach you how to do that while your friends play. And that sort of breaks up the song because it's really only 2 sections of the song. I don't know if it's a chorus and then a verse or a chorus and a bridge over and over again. But this sort of breaks it up. The riff adds something, and then if you wanted to, you could solo over the chorus, solo over the bridge, I guess, or the verse.